Didn't expect that.
Bigot on socialist media calling him flat broke Nick. Jesus. Sam Show says, I love how Branca took a week to realize Nick had no market value. Yeah, and now Branca's doing better on his own. Yeah. Pretty rough. All right. Let's get these were Sean's thoughts on the matter, and I echo Sean's thoughts. I think he nailed it here. And I think he's being just as as I am about it.
Oh, yes. I will bring it up. I am thrilled that I am now able to help support the Rekieta family in their violin lessons.
Dude, what's going on with Thomas Jane in this trial?
He doesn't need as much money as he used to. Nick doesn't have his coke habit anymore, and he doesn't have to feed any to his 9-year-old anymore. So he doesn't need the money he needs is not as bad as it used to be.
He's certainly not paying for like 2 places to live or stay. So
that's
just
right.
The one house.
We got to look at the silver lining here. Nick lost a home. Nick had a home foreclosed on, and if he didn't sell the other one, he was going to lose his main house, and he was going to be out on the streets until mommy and daddy bought him a new one. So he lost one of his houses and took no money from it. It all went to paying off the foreclosed house. So you're right. He doesn't need to make up as much money because he can't
have lower.
I mean, his biggest expenses were homes, booze, and cocaine, and he can't have any of those 3 things anymore.
Yeah.
So that is a bright side, but even with that smaller budget, he still can't make ends meet without Sean and his virtual voice.
And part of their immense snack budget. It's really flattering that Nick is such in a desperate state he needs to use my name, image, and likeness to generate such income for himself. I guess that's good that I guess someone's helping take care of his family.
Is this how I sound when I'm being a dick?
Not as high pitched, but yeah.
This is hurtful.
Yeah, no, this is
listening to someone else do this, I realize why Melton crashes out when I shit talk him. Because to me, I'm being playful. It sounds playful to me. It sounds innocent, but I'm hearing it now. And these are things that would hurt the pride of someone who's very sensitive, like Nick Rekieta. It's true. Sean and I are doing more to support his family than he is. I mean, he sits and stares at a screen and makes a terrible sexual non sequitur during a trial that makes nobody laugh. Meanwhile, Sean and I are doing the heavy lifting with our name, image, and likeness just to be able to try and feed his children. I mean, Nick, let's go, buddy.
So, I mean, that's the positive note. So, remember, silver linings, chat. Silver linings. Although, I may take a look at that because I don't think anybody, I never gave anybody permission to go do all that, but that's a secondary issue.
Now that's the retarded part to me. Like, I've been a shock jock for all of my adult life, so I don't really give a shit about stuff like that. But now you're fucking with attorneys? You're using an attorney's name, image, and likeness? First of all, it's desperation. Second of all, you're courting controversy with that one. You could get this whole thing shut down with, because if a lawyer ever wanted to jump in and start something, I know that, like, say, Scott from the gym would probably jump in with him. I would jump in, and I don't even want any money. All I want to do, I want the lols. I want the laughs. I just want to jump in so I don't miss the boat. So that could be kind of funny.
Yeah, no. And the worst part is it's not like a lawyer understands the law and would be very easily able to set up that lawsuit or anything. The rest of us would have to go hire somebody. He can just do it.
Sam Show says, hey, but you and Sean are funding his trips to Wilmer. Hey, he hasn't talked to April since January. Kind of like when I came out with my stuff and he's like, no, there's never been a relationship. Prove I was ever with anybody else. Right.
You take that address down right now. Stop being disloyal, you
Stop up your own life, you retard. And don't worry about what Josh is doing. Oh, boy. All right. I just thought I'd play that because Sean texted in today, and it reminded me of that. Sean was a good friend with Nick. Imagine how shitty you'd have to be on Sean's bad side, right? Like, Sean's just a normal, good dude. But then again, Nick's a human crash out, so what are you going to do? Nick crashes out harder than Camelot's race cars. Aaron, are you surprised Melton is Nick's attack dog? He is attacking Sean. Melton's trying to do anything. He's trying to wean himself off of Steel Toe, but he doesn't realize that I've been right the entire time, and his whole audience is there because they hate me, not because they like him. Melton, whether he likes it or not, if he wants to make money, he'd better do nothing but me's coverage. He'd better do nothing but Steel Toe until the day he dies, or he's going to lose it all. 100%.
But do you think he's been oblivious to that fact this whole time, or has
No,
he just been...
He knows it, but he can't. Not only can he not admit it to his audience already knows. He can't admit it to himself. Not in a million years. He couldn't even admit to himself that Nick texted Josh from Kiwi Farms. There's a 45-second clip out there of Melton going, if Nick did this, it's really embarrassing. It's a huge L for Nick, but I don't think he did it. Now, if this was anyone but someone you needed for your business, you would say, this is he for sure did this 100%. So it is funny to watch these guys like have to scramble now because, again, their end game didn't work out. So now they're trying to make it up as they go. It's not working out. It's not working out. Like Creator Clash, their live event is failing too, which is, can't tell you how much it breaks my heart. I saw that my boy Lance keeps me up to date on all things Steel Toe Twitter. And I guess that So Thorough Joe Burrow or SJ or one of those guys got really triggered by the fact that we allow the audience to make up the morning show shortfalls in the evenings and vice versa. And it's Lance had a great retort to him. He's like, it's kind of like a team struggles in the first half of a game and then they kick ass in the second half. I mean, it all gets added together in the end. And whereas I'm more thinking, I'm like, Lance, you don't have to make these nitwits understand. I think them being this obsessed is crazy enough. I think it's just like, hey, you do okay with that. You process that emotion like a big boy, and you let me know how you feel. But we're doing it, man. And also, here's an interesting development. You know, I said we've got broadcasting meetings in May, and things are coming along, honestly, a lot quicker. It's a lot of places were telling me that, oh no, the outstanding case and everything has nothing to do with it. It's just summer's just a better time. Then as soon as the news started coming out about the $50 fine and everything else, everybody starts talking, hey, we should have lunch. Hey, we should get together, this and that. I heard from Kelly Jordan from Wild Country today. Kelly Jordan and I spoke today about just about some things, just about, thoughts on the business, thoughts on where the business is going, who's going to be a part of that business, things like that. It was great talking to him. It was he and Matt Wood, who actually, mostly Wood, who put the bug in my ear about doing radio again about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And I wasn't really thinking about it. He said, you got to talk to our people. I think there's a place here for you. You got to do it. And then, of course, all the shit show happened. Everything blew up, put everything on hold for a little bit. Now we're all talking again, and I'm very, very excited.